I'm ready when you ready, sir.
Hey, man. Right back at him,
Hey.
man. Back in this bitch with another episode of your favorite show, A Tribe Called Culture. You know, on your favorite culture curator, Cartier Camo.
It's your boy Skillet.
And like I said, nigga, it's a tribe called culture. It can't just be on, you gotta be in you. It can't just be culture. On, you gotta be
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, one more time, man. What this is, episode 29? Episode 29.
We in there.
Yeah, man. Shit. First, before we start off, man, unfortunately, rest in peace, George Foreman.
Hey, the grill master for real. The GL.
Hey, a lot of most niggas done had the George Foreman in your household
at
one point.
At
some point. You feel me? Not that that's, you know what I'm saying, the greatest way to cook it.
Right.
I mean, we done all done it, and hell yeah, boy. He used to make that sandwich hot at least. I'm gonna make that motherfucking sandwich on that bitch and let it nah. But hey, man, rest in peace, George Foreman, man.
Yes, sir.
Legend, for sure.
Absolutely.
And I hate to see that, man, but yeah.
Unfortunately.
All right, man. Well, without further ado, Tribe Called Culture. Subscribe to the tribe. It's time for Currently in the Culture, man.
We in there.
Man,
what you got?
More rappers in trouble.
Hell.
Yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it, man. Dude, Yellow Beezy. You remember Yellow Beezy?
Yeah.
It's been a minute since he had his run. That's why I'm saying it like that.
I can't think of the song that stuck out to me, but he had a certain song I really like. Yeah,
that song, That's On Me, baby.
Yeah, that be what's up, though. I like that shit.
Yeah.
I like that shit.
Hey, that was a big song when that shit dropped.
Yeah.
I remember they had the remix, a bunch of niggas was on it.
Yeah, that shit was tough.
Yeah.
He ain't dropped shit outside that? Like big?
I'm sure he's dropped shit, but
like it didn't hit like that?
Nah, I don't think that. I don't think that was as big as that song ended up being. But yeah, man, Yellow Beezy. It's been rumors over the years, like this wasn't nothing new to a lot of people that follow the story. I wasn't really following it like that.
Yeah,
but
I wasn't.
You remember you was familiar with Mo 3?
Yeah, I like Mo 3.
I like Mo 3 too.
Come outside.
I like the Mo than Yellow Beezy.
Yeah, I did too.
He was a lot more, you know, because he did the singing shit.
Yeah.
And he was dope rapping it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to Mo 3. But yeah, man, it's been rumored over the years that, you know, they was beefing and either they camps or somebody had something to do with that. Long story short, he recently was arrested. They say capital murder, basically, that he put the hit out that
Mo.
Yeah, that
allegedly
is what they saying. So like I said,
think it's true?
Man, it's another rap. I mean, like it ain't that far fetched to the people that's been following it and is more bigger fans of them than I am. They seem like that makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't know they both was from Texas. I thought Mo 3 was from like Louisiana
Dallas area, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they both from Dallas. I didn't know that. I thought Yellow Beezy was from Chicago for some odd reason. I don't know why.
Boys was going at it publicly for a while leading up to that, so it ain't a surprise or shock to a lot of people.
You seen other shit?
I was just like, damn, I wasn't following that story. I didn't know bro had something to do with it.
Well, they said that, and then they were saying apparently supposedly Mo 3 had some shit supposed to kind of, I don't know who started it, but he sent some negative energy his way. I put it that way. I mean, when he was alive. So I don't know how true that is.
Sad situation all the way around, man. One man lost his life. One man about to be fighting for his freedom.
All that good music gone.
Yeah, man. Sad situation all the way around. I just hate that. This like, damn, can't even count the amount of time that we done had to mention about a rapper going to jail or coming out of jail or Ricos and this and that. Like, damn, nigga, hey, rap and Rico is down there like hand in hand right now. Like,
yeah, but I mean,
that ain't a Rico, but
now it's transitioning to that YN R&B that what's the shit called? Rhythm and Bullets. What's the shit called?
Rhythm and Bullets.
It's some shit like that. The dudes be like I forgot to do that. He got covers on like Aaliyah's "Oh You That Somebody," and shit like that. But that nigga like rapping that shit.
That's a wave. I done seen that shit. That shit be going viral. They do flips of old songs that you familiar with. And they be singing about gangster shit. Yeah.
You like that shit?
It's
I think it's creative.
It's clever. Yeah, it's clever, creative. I ain't just finna ride to it personally.
I need regularly. I don't need that.
But yeah, man, like, what's your thoughts on just like all the rappers? Not all the rappers, but a lot of the rappers that have had success over the past decade found themselves in big legal trouble, and a lot of them, you know, mixed up in
I think
alleged bodies and this and that. What's your thoughts on all that?
I don't know. I'm gonna give you two sides of the coin from my perspective. It sucks because there was a time when rappers weren't living their raps.
Yeah.
And we gave them shit for not being real.
Yeah.
But now they being real. Not that
My father's generation and them was on there.
Yeah, they was
like,
real too.
he ain't doing what he talking about.
But
he went to college. He
Yeah.
say shit like that, like it was a knock.
Yeah, like
he was a damn architect. Ice Cube.
Yeah, so, but then we had a wave of the Coles and the Wale's and the Kendricks and Drake as well. And they weren't rapping on some, I mean, they talked about street life, but they didn't portray it if it was them living that life. It was just almost like storytelling. I know there's a better way to say that. Whereas now, these niggas trying to live their raps, goddamn it. I'm smoking on something. And I don't know how much of all that shit is true, but I kind of want my rappers to still be authentic, but not that authentic. You know what I mean? I need these niggas to live.
I want them to be authentic, but not serial killer authentic, bro. Like,
you don't smoke 20 niggas, goddamn.
It's disheartening to me that our culture is like they done made that shit go hand in hand. Like, you got to be gangster if you want to rap, because no, you don't.
No, you don't have to.
And over, history has been plenty of times or eras where niggas was not on gangster shit. It was fun music. It was just creative shit. It was niggas in a, lyrical bag, whatever, what have you, man. And it's just a shame that it seems like the average kid these days, they only know that style of music, and that's what they gonna emulate when they decide they want to try their hand in music. They gonna emulate that shit. And these niggas is really on that shit, so. And then when motherfuckers be really on that and go to a trial and fuck around and get a mistrial or beat it or whatever, then it make these niggas think, shit, I can be on that, make millions, beat the trial, make a bunch of millions because I beat the trial, now I can rap about beating trial and shit. Like, it's a sick cycle, bro, when you think about it like that.
Yeah, but do we have any real new emerging, for lack of better words, backpack rappers like the Coles?
I bet we do, man.
But we don't check for
how we gonna get the light shined on to make people check for that again.
Well, if y'all watching, let us know any up and coming.
Put us on.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful by calling them a backpack rapper. I just can't think of what that would be called now. So
just alternative hip hop.
Yeah.
That other lane that ain't mainstream and just ain't the damn drill street trap culture. Not that it ain't nothing wrong with that. Shout out to them artists too. Yeah. But for the people that ain't into that, that want to see the other side, put us on if y'all are familiar with, Joey Badasses or them type of artists of the world. Yeah, man. It's, it's people that's into that too that watch this show.
Yeah, I mean, I fucks with, don't get me wrong, I like multiple genres or sub-genres of hip-hop. But I thought about that when you brought this up. I'm like, damn, I ain't really no emerging that lyrical, not saying they got to be lyrical, spiritual, miracle, but just their subject matter. It's kind of gotten narrowed down to one specific topic.
They done made shit one-dimensional in the game, man.
But I think somebody said that recently. Was that Jermaine Dupri? Was he the one who said that shit? Somebody had mentioned that it all kind of sound, well, a lot of the OGs have said it all sound the same, but now it really is like on the same subject matter.
Yeah, to me, at risk of sounding like one of them old niggas, it's just like, I would love to see the other sub-genres of rap that ain't on the gangster shit, that's on, like you say, the skateboard rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The dance niggas rap.
Yeah.
All the other shit that we used to have back in the day, we ain't got that no more.
Let me get a kick push, you know what I mean?
You feel me? Something, man. Let me get a damn, one of those. But shit, I just wanted your thoughts on that. It's a shame that, once again, we having to report on somebody that achieved success, changed the lives of their family and the people around them, and now they about to have it all go down the drain.
Trying to be authentic.
You feel me? Like, trying to be authentic, because the niggas that we grew up looking up to, that's what they was on. Like, I don't respect nothing that ain't authentic. So when that shit goes left, what you do? Look what you did. In the words of my boy, Dirty Dax, look what you did. You feel me?
Shout out
Dirty Dax, man. All right, man. Next topic we got, moving on. We're still currently in the culture, you know how.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? All right, the No Jumper podcast, they be having a bunch of gangster niggas on there that's still active gang banging and shit.
I don't know if I fuck with him or not.
Yeah, man.
They call Vlad a culture vulture. I would say Vlad is not. But if there was one in our culture, I think Adam 22 definitely. Don't get me wrong, he don't just interview hip-hop.
There's a lot of people in the culture that feel what you saying. Yeah. But he be having a lot of them LA niggas that's,
Oh, yeah, Whack 100. Hell
Whack 100, the other guys that's Crips and this and that, and be giving them a platform. And a lot of them, like, over the past, especially I've seen a lot of it over the past few years, they get on there and be popping like street politics about their lifestyle and shit. And now we've seen that shit go left. A lot of them guys were arrested in connection to a RICO thing.
Oh, damn, I ain't know about that part.
The dude, Big U, who's like a big Crip dude that was like, I think he used to manage Nipsey Hussle or something back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah, he one of the main, he like the top nigga that is involved in what they got alleged bodies and this and that all tied to him. But they say this shit comes from like nobody like would even be sniffing on their trail or looking for that information, but they go on these platforms and get to woofing and the gangster, like if they had a gangster meter over on the side, that shit just keep climbing up and up and up. Before you know it, bro, they saying some shit they shouldn't have said, bro. Like,
I'm the most gangster nigga on this bitch.
Like the gangster meter start low and then that shit keep going up. Now you in the green, bro. Now oh shit, smoke coming out his ears.
Oh, like on Breakfast Club when they had that shit.
Yeah, that shit be hilarious, bro. They had that from Frencho Star.
Birdman had with Beanie Siegel.
Oh yeah, the Beanie Siegel one. That shit was
cause you not cuffing that cough. Cause you ain't qualified. I said, nigga, you need a throat lobster.
You not qualified to see that.
That nigga,
you not qualified.
Hey, but he ain't swole up, Beanie Siegel no more. Yeah, but he still like that.
Ain't making fun of your voice.
Nah. He had something happen.
He was mad as hell.
Yeah, hell yeah, he was mad.
I don't know what.
Something happened. He had a kidney removal. I forgot exactly what he was diagnosed with. But
shout out to Beanie Siegel.
Yeah, because he was smacking
fire. Speaking of, this wasn't on the list, but since we brought up Beanie Siegel, they said he got plans to try to use AI to get his old voice, to drop some new music with his old voice. Would you be interested in any of that? If it would it sound like?
Not to sound like an old nigga. If it sound like the old shit, yeah. Paint a picture so vivid, you can hang it up in your room. I mean, you can feel it in the air.
But I think he planned on writing new shit, recording it in his normal voice, but having the AI shit make it sound like old Beanie.
Well, I would think that they would have been able to do, not AI, but maybe not when it first happened, but over the years, I would have thought they could have done something to manipulate his voice. Not AI, but just like, there's some engineers out there, they making phone call shit sound clear. Not even, even before Tory.
Apparently.
So I would have thought somebody could have manipulated his voice even back then. But I guess not. But yeah, I would check. Don't get wrong. Do I expect it to be the new hotness? I mean, I doubt it. But it might be pleasing to the ear.
I'd be interested in hear what it sound like, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
If I was in favor of anybody using the AI shit,
I would fuck with
I'm in favor of that. Because they talking about Kanye and some of these other niggas that's like using it in a lazy way, just like, so I don't have to come up with no new ideas.
Right, just make the whole song.
I just let AI make a song and I'm putting that shit out on my album. Like, I ain't feeling that type of shit. Like,
that ain't even artistry.
That's killing That's killing creativity and artistry in the game. Like, all right, what we doing?
Right, now you ain't even creating a song.
Me or you can do that. Like, why we need to buy your album? We can damn buy the same software you did that with, and I can create my own Kanye with songs and with AI.
Let's do that and go platinum.
Yeah, that's goofy shit. If you out here doing that shit or supporting that shit or thinking about supporting that shit, think twice, man. That's goofy, man.
Y'all got that bullshit.
Subscribe to the tribe, man. The tribe don't subscribe to goofy ass shit like that. You feel me? But yeah, man. So, but the original thought of just about the gangbang. Should gangbang niggas stop?
Yeah, they need to stop
getting
that
on
shit,
podcast mics. Pause.
I mean, we learned back in the day, man. I'm not of that gangster life whatsoever. Right. I'm a civilian. But even for now, as I looking at it, we learned like real killers supposed to move in silence, not bragging on social media and shit.
Right.
And especially them niggas. Whack 100. I don't know if them niggas is older. They grown. Right. Like they at least our daddy's age, if not older. Them niggas know better. Just as a gang culture.
The internet clout shit. I made a lot of.
Bruh, I mean, they get in there.
Murky, man.
They get in there and get to talking like they ain't on camera.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying they snitches or nothing like that. I'm just saying.
The internet cloud motherfucker, bro.
You seen the episode where Wack 100 was on there and Adam 22, was it Adam 22? Somebody pranked him. Like, the dude came in, the white dude who'd be like, come here, boy.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, boy.
Yeah.
And Wack kept telling him, like, nigga, you need to get the fuck on with that shit. And then when he got ready to grab him, he like, it's a prank. It's like, nigga. Y'all doing too much for
niggas be staging that shit for content. Man.
Yeah, I'm good on that shit.
That be a lot of shit like in 2025. That's the first thing I'm looking for. Anytime I watch something, do this shit look like it's staged?
Right.
Like, they knew they was gonna get a rise out of people with this shit. Like, and a lot of times that's what they be.
But he's supposed to know, specifically Wack 100 and a lot of those OGs, Triple O, they supposed to know better.
Yeah.
They supposed to be like, I'm gonna come chop it up with you. But they might be getting paid for that shit.
You would think y'all niggas who, like you say, is our our OG's age will know better at this point than but obviously not. Because they say a lot of that shit. And I don't know a lot of the details in that particular thing. I just seen the headline. And I know a lot of those guys that was involved, they always are in the no jumper clips that come out that's talking about
looking crazy.
Shit. Yeah. And especially that Brick Baby dude. Like, he be doing Vlad and no jumper and this and that and be talking about all his affiliations with all these people and super known Crip active, and you should probably not do that, bro. You gonna make shit hot for the people still involved in that. I mean, that's just common sense. That's how that shit goes.
You see what happened to old boy? He on Vlad TV running his fucking mouth. That nigga done got convicted for killing Pac.
Yeah, see? That nigga was just down bad.
Yeah.
Anybody want to talk about that old ass shit and pay me a few $100? He probably ain't make nothing but $500, nigga. Get on there telling all of his damn sins, confessing his sins. Now the nigga in jail like, hold on, wait a minute. No, it wasn't. No. So Puff Daddy, right?
Yeah. And he said something to the effect, or articles were saying something like he had, what's the shit called when you can tell, but you won't get convicted of what you done did as long as you tell on other people?
Immunity.
There you go, immunity. Yeah. And supposedly he had immunity for all that Tupac shit, but he went on TV
stipulations on this shit, though.
Yeah.
Like,
they ain't gonna brag about
when
the
they
shit.
gave you immunity, it's like anything you say right here in this interview today.
Not
if
some
you
new
go
shit.
on saying other shit after this, that shit can be held against you.
And he in jail.
That's what he finding out. So yeah, man, just that internet clout shit or whatever the motive is for niggas to get in front of these cameras, clearly see, there go lights, there go camera,
yes,
there go a microphone, and they still
looking crazy,
spill it all out and then be mad about it afterwards. Like, that shit weird, man. But
hey, gotta love it.
Hey, shout out to the podcasters. Shout out to the gangster podcasters.
Shout out to the culture voice.
Y'all find something else to podcast about, man, so y'all can change your life around or something. Maybe. Consider that. It might be a good idea. I don't know. But yeah, shout out to them. We'll see what happens with all of that. All right. Next topic.
Yes, sir.
I saw that Billboard is changing some rules to try to combat the effect of the bots and how they inflate the numbers and shit.
Do you have a rundown or like a summary of kind of like what those new rules are?
Some of them, let me see. I don't want to get long-winded with it, but I did see a couple of the, let's see. It says, effective February 28th, digital albums sold via artist label or official web store must now be redeemed in order to be chart eligible.
I don't even know what that means.
They got to redeem. Basically, they got to check behind every damn shit that counts as a sale. They got to check behind it, verify it.
Niggas ain't gonna know if they went. Not
in
people
addition,
don't go platinum in a week.
verification using the capture joints that you have to do on the computer to make sure you're not a robot. They're gonna be required.
But that's wild. A robot is asking you if you're a robot.
Right. The hell? Take one to know one, man. They say any direct-to-consumer store with 3 submissions of illegitimate data within a 12-month period may receive a minimum 90-day reporting suspension. Then they changed the minimum price for digital albums, and CDs, cassettes, vinyls, all that shit.
They still sell cassettes?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, I
guess it's a nostalgia shit, just like the people that buy vinyls and shit. Okay. Shout out to the vinyl man. I just got some new pieces of shit.
Hey, we gonna be all right.
You feel me? We got them motherfucking the Silk Sonic.
Hey.
Yeah, you heard me?
Hey.
And I got that this one of my favorite
This the one
albums,
that I need this one.
You know,
this they said that bitch high about $30-$40.
Yeah, man, at least shit.
Damn, $40 for real.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Shit, I'm gonna play it on streaming.
I'm a vinyl collector, man. My new album, Nonnegotiable.
Available
on vinyl right now. We're gonna put the link in the description. Y'all go ahead. You wanna support your dog, grab the vinyl, grab the CD. I ain't got it on cassette. You know what I'm but I do got the vinyl and the CD.
What happened to nostalgia, my boy?
Hey, man, we in the...
ain't that nostalgia.
It's on the way. But shit, anyway. Yeah, man. So Billboard changed up the rules. They're trying to combat the bot shit. That's been a problem for a while, man.
I don't think you can do anything about that, though. Because it's just like when cell phones get hacked and different technologies get hacked. They come out with new viruses, whether it's a Trojan virus, it's all phishing with a PH. It's all kind of different ways.
They got to try to do something, though. They got to make an attempt, because this thing got out of control, bro.
But remember when people was doing, like DJ Khaled and Nicki Minaj was doing, like, the combo thing?
Bundles
the bundles. Like, then they started invalidating that, because they was like, well, if you buy a T-shirt, you get the album for free. Yeah. You like, well, did you buy it? You can't prove if they bought the shirt for the shirt, or they bought it for the album.
Right.
And vice versa. Or you get the album if you bought the concert ticket, shit like that. So there's not really a way, unless we go back to physicals, which ain't finna happen.
They don't want an artist to make no fucking money, bro. Like, as an artist looking back at that, them niggas like, okay, they done made it where people don't have to buy the music because it's just available via their devices.
And you get a itty-bitty
how
percentage,
can we still get some type of monetary support from all of this following that we built? Get them niggas to buy a shirt or a fucking vinyl.
Direct to consumer.
Yeah, that's what it's got. That's what it's come to.
Well, why don't, I know not every artist can do this, but the big ones can. They can technically pull it from streaming. Because you remember like when Tidal first came out, all of Jay's albums at the time was only on Tidal.
Yeah.
And that made not the whole world, but that made a large amount of streaming users go over to Tidal to listen to Jay.
I think most of the population is being conditioned so much so at this point to use the streaming shit as they form of music.
Oh, they don't even think about going to direct consumer.
That it take a very special, you gotta be like a damn near Taylor Swift or Beyonce level person to get them to even bother to go out their way to go to your website or however your direct to consumer route is. Cause I'm just going to my Apple Music that I listen to everybody else shit on. That's how most people think.
Yeah.
I'm going to my Spotify. I'm going to however the fuck you listen to your shit. That's how most people think. I mean, unless I truly, truly just super rock with you, for me to have to go to your website, type in Beyonce.com or whatever, and hit a new album. Like,
but whose fault is that though? Is it the label's fault for manipulating and taking advantage of artists that allow themselves to be vulnerable, or is it the artist's fault for not having faith in their fan base?
I don't think it's nobody's fault. It's just a product of
evolution,
technology, evolution and shit, and just how
I can fuck with it.
Same way with like the people that used to be stars on TV and the shows that used to be hit TV shows that we all used to gather around the TV at a certain time.
Yeah, scheduled programming.
Scheduled programming is not a thing no more.
Nah, you watch what you want
to. Because of the convenience of us being able to watch what we want to watch, the stream when we want to. It's done made that shit go away, which is done made the shit as a whole like not as important or popping as it used to be. Like people that used to be TV stars and shit, that ain't a thing no more because there's so much shows and shit out now.
And now we can kind of touch our we can talk shit to our celebrities if we want to. I mean, not everybody responds, but you got a response from Unc last night.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Which is cool. That's all. You know what I mean? I've had very small interactions. You know what I mean? And I've had some small interactions.
Steal it.
Oh shit!
Steal it.
Shout out to Uncle Shannon. But nah, like I've had a small correspondence with people when Twitter first came out and celebrities started being on there, and that was cool. And so I think I kind of lost my train of thought laughing at damn yo. But no, I think that because and then you remember at one point if you was a movie star, you didn't do TV. Yeah. And vice versa. If you was a TV star, you didn't do no movies. Yeah. I guess they was like frowned upon to do the one. Now they do both. Right. Angela Bassett, phenomenal actress. She on 911 or 911, and she do movies.
That 911 show pretty dope.
Yeah, she pretty dope. That's why I said I enjoy that show. But so I mean, I guess a lot of it is from, like you said, technology, evolution, convenience, like a motherfucker. So I guess you would have to go out on a limb and do what you're doing. You know, non-negotiable.
So direct to consumer. Trying to get people to think the way we used to think. And go back to buying the physical media and shit. But I mean, I feel like we can get there. Once we get there, that's when you really can show your artists or whoever that you follow and support that you really support them. Cause the streaming shit, man, that shit done dried all the way up, my dog.
And it got worse?
Man, ain't no money in it.
At all?
Doing this shit just for the availability and the convenience of the people that want to hear this shit. But honestly, buy this shit, man. Not just mine. Whoever you listen to, buy that shit. Yeah. Even the big artists, buy that shit,
I mean, Sign Language Volume 1, it made me a whole $16, baby.
Hey, I'm finna get merch. Matter of fact, I'm working on different merch designs and concepts. I'm finna get merch to say,
buy my shit, bitch.
Make buying music cool again type shit. You feel me? Yeah. Make that shit cool again.
Why your microphone always flip?
I don't know, bro. Every time we do that shit on the t-shirt.
Hold on. My bad. Shit, man. I'm gonna get some chains to put them shit on.
I was just saying your thought on that, man.
I mean, it does suck, though. I agree with you, because it ain't really much you can do about it. Yeah. You can't really combat the bots. It's bots for sneakers. It's bots for every damn thing.
They had fucked up the sneaker game and shit, too, with them bots.
Yeah, and then I had more kids, so fuck them sneakers.
Yeah. I've been hearing a lot of people gripes that's in that game.
Yeah, bro. Fuck Nike app, man. I used to be on that bitch faithfully. I'm gonna get them bitches. After about 20 tries, you never get to you won.
Yeah.
Fuck Nike. You know what I mean? Not fuck Nike as a
shit.
whole, but fuck
You
that.
mad at every nigga you see wearing them shoes.
And then 4211 niggas have them on the same damn day at the mall. So fuck them shoes. But that's just the my world.
The night on the weekend, them shit drop. All of them, you look down, all them niggas.
The whole club.
I hate that shit. Bro.
Yeah, that shit's terrible.
I'm not the type of nigga that want to have on nothing that everybody wearing. Like I go out my way to not be like that.
Yeah, graphic tees, baby, Ninja Turtles. I like to do me.
But shit. Anyway,
subscribe to the tribe.
Subscribe to the tribe, man. What's waiting on? So the next topic, we were talking about Billboard and sales.
Yes, sir.
But Playboy Carti.
You told me to go listen to it before we shot. I didn't go listen to it.
Playboy Carti just dropped
the
album that was highly anticipated to the internet, not to me.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
We done spoke on before how his fan base was waiting on it. He was putting up pointless billboards and shit. He dropped the album. I think that bitch had like 30 songs on it.
It got like 298,000.
Yeah, that's what I was finna say.
It's sales equivalent,
number one. Yeah. It's the number one album right now. They said it had 298K.
That's a hell of a damn. That's a lot of fucking albums.
I think that's the highest of the year so far.
Yeah, because that's actual sales, or is that streaming that equate to sales?
It's the streaming equivalent shit. Yeah.
That's still a shit ton of fucking streaming.
Nah, hey.
300,000.
That shit ain't for me.
I couldn't press play.
To whoever's listening to that, they running them numbers up. And if it ain't bots, like we were just talking about, you know what I'm saying, salute. But
it's been getting shitty reviews, though.
I mean, that don't surprise. I don't like that type of music.
I could not press play on
goofy shit. Like, it ain't zero. Not that I'm like, you ain't got to just be the most substance in the world, but that shit is zero substance. It's just a bunch of goofy sounds and random.
Yeah.
It ain't for me, bro.
See, him, NLE Chopper, and NBA Youngboy, they all in kind of the same group for my listening ear. I'm not pressing play.
I feel that. And I'm still of the cloth of the era where it's just like, in order for me to really, for your music to really resonate with me and me fuck with it, like, I gotta fuck with your character, your image and shit. And these niggas be doing weird ass.
Yeah, I'm good.
You know what I mean? So, it ain't for me, but shout out to the people listening to that. Shout out to them. That's a success.
That's like the 25 crowd, ain't it? 25-year-old crowd?
I guess.
I don't know what age group that is that listens to that shit. I ain't calling it shit.
25 and under, you know what I'm saying? Be the young crowd.
That was a short segment.
Yeah, man, but
you ain't press play on it either.
Nah. All right, so I did. I was getting ready to say before we get off of it completely. He had 3 appearances from Kendrick on the album that people were surprised by.
Where's Playboy Carti from? Like, what area he from?
Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had 3 random appearances from Kendrick on the album, and people were surprised by that. The fact that Kendrick even worked with an artist that, you know, ain't nowhere near lyrically what Kendrick does. What's your thoughts on artists who are way left field like this, and the artists like Kendrick who people look at as one of the GOATs lyrically when they mesh? Do you like when they do that shit, or you can do without it? Or?
I do and I don't. I think the song has to, I hate to say the overuse, make sense. But it do have to, like, you don't have to do
everybody
a song.
Can't pull it off.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you have your Jay and Eminems, they both went ham. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes you have 2 mumble rappers that I guess they go ham or whatever.
In their own way.
In their own perspective, subgenre. But then I think you can find a balance in the 2 because, this might not be a good example, but like Benny the Butcher and J. Cole song.
Johnny P. Caddy. Yeah, I like that shit.
That shit tough. Yeah. And they both lyrical, but very different. And I don't know if that's the best example.
Yeah, because one is more like Dope Boy lyrical and one is,
But then at the same time, J. Cole and 21 Savage have done songs. And to me, 21 Savage is not super lyrical. Y'all might say he is.
In his own way.
Teach his own. I like 21 Savage, but he ain't. He
don't. The niggas in that
J.
lane,
Cole.
He spit.
Oh, okay, yeah. I get it. In his.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, but see how those styles actually match. To me, they did.
They pulled it off.
Yeah. So I think you just got to find the right way to do that. And but I haven't heard the song, so I don't know if they make sense. But I mean, Kendrick might just like the young dude and fuck with him. You know what I mean? He might be like, we kicked it off. He cool. I fuck with him. He played a couple beats that I liked, and I blessed him with a couple verses.
It could be that.
You know
and if that's the case, I salute it. Yeah. It could also be.
I would do it if I was OG.
I know that this nigga got a huge following right now. So not that Kendrick need no clout.
No, because he going platinum.
But for another nigga, it's like, I want to be a part of the Playboy Carti album because that's going to have a lot of eyes.
I get to grab some of your fans and vice versa.
But for Kendrick, he don't need no new fans as hot as he been.
Nah, hell no.
But yeah, people were surprised by that. You ain't heard the verse.
I'm not pressing play.
You don't want to hear the.
I want to hear Kendrick shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Oh yeah,
that's the only one I went to press play on because I was hearing people talk about. It was straight.
Did Kendrick do his thing?
That's really what I was judging out for. I didn't, I ain't wasn't listening for Playboy Cardi, but
did it move you, sir? Yeah.
It was a memorable appearance on the album. I give it that.
Oh, okay. So it was a standout. Okay.
Yeah, I give it that.
Okay. So
but
what do you
think? Didn't just wow me as far as Kendrick verses or Kendrick features, but it was a memorable. It was worth getting a feature.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Some niggas have features that ain't worth it. They just trying to get a man to look or something. Yeah. And sometimes they get the feature that actually enhances the song and shit. So
kind of like on Lil Baby's album. There was a couple we talked about. A couple features. I was like, they don't really go with the song.
Yeah, that discussion. Right.
So what do you think? Do you think artists? Do you like when they do that mixing of...
When they pull it off, I like that shit. I feel like they challenge each other. It's a challenge for you as this guy that normally ain't on the street shit to get with the street artists and make that mesh and vice versa.
Yeah, like a Drake and Future.
Yeah.
That was
or Drake and 21 Savage album. Like you said, when J. Cole get on a Lil Yachty song.
Yeah. And it don't sound crazy.
Nah. Yeah, J. Cole went on the run where he got on Lil Yachty shit, and then he got on T Grizzly, and then 21 Savage, and
Griselda,
Benny the Butcher. Yeah. So yeah, man, I enjoy it when people pull it off. I ain't mad at it when people try it and they don't pull it off. But everybody can't do that shit.
Does that take a special kind of artist, you think, to even be able to do that?
I think it takes a special type of artist to make a nigga that's known for being kind of one-dimensional and just a street or urban artist for a J. Cole or a type of artist, a Kendrick, to approach them with an idea and for them to think, oh, this shit's so dope, I want to not do some street shit and fuck with that.
Yeah.
It does take a special artist because them niggas be kind of stuck in their way type of shit.
I ain't fucking with that shit.
Nah, because we ain't on that, bro. We don't want to hear all that. But when you can come and make that shit appealing to them and they, so
matter of fact, J. Cole and Yo got it.
Yeah, that's a good example.
I am. That shit was tough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I guess
I always fuck with Yo Got It.
Yo Got It tough. I fuck with it. He is. Sure. So I think and I think it probably, I could be wrong, it probably take a certain level of mutual respect too. Yeah. Like I could be a lyrical rapper and I can still respect your music even if it's not my style.
Right.
And vice versa. You know what I mean? So I think it take a little give.
I like doing that shit as an artist myself. Yeah. I love being able to try to step outside of what I'm known for doing. Like when me and Hoodsie did it, when I got on song with Rello.
Song with, I can't say who it is, but a Spartanburg artist, that bitch is tough. Two different artists, that be cold.
I got songs on the way with some of your favorite indie artists of the area, man, that is known for being, going crazy on the mic. Pause. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got songs with some highly respected rappers for sure, artists, and I'm excited for all that. You know, that's after the non-negotiable season. Right now, it's non-negotiable season. But again, I enjoy it when people can pull that off. I enjoy doing it, trying that myself, stepping outside of my lane, and when I can but I did that shit.
Yeah.
I can look back and normally I wouldn't have chose that beat. Normally I wouldn't have made a hook like that to that. But we did that shit, and that shit came out dope. So I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to all the artists that's challenging your creativity and ain't scared to do some shit that you ain't did before, man. Keep doing that shit, man, and keep that shit growing and going, as I always say. Subscribe to the tribe, keep us growing and going, man. We need some more subscribers, man. Tell a friend to subscribe.
And even the hating ass niggas.
And tell the haters too. You feel me? You might learn something. Fuck, nigga. Hey, all right, new music releases. We at the part of the show, we're going to discuss new music releases, man.
Yes, sir.
Normally we start with the indie, but it really wasn't a lot of indie on this time around, so
it wasn't.
I'm going to just do the mainstream because it was quite a few since last episode.
Yeah.
We were just talking about the Playboy Carti album is out. Y'all go check that out if that's your lane, if that's what you're into.
With who?
The Playboy Carti.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, Kendrick on there 3 times. It's got Future, some other, I think Young Thug. It's a lot of features and appearances on there that you might care about. Y'all go check that out if that's your thing. Currency.
Oh, he dropped?
Yeah, my boy Currency dropped you ever heard of a producer named Harry Fraud?
Nah, I ain't never heard.
Okay. Producer named Harry Fraud.
He been working with Currency?
They've been working for years. They just dropped a project with Harry Fraud, did all the production. It's called Never Catch Us. Yeah, I'll go check that out. I ain't had a chance to sit with that one yet, but I'm definitely going to because Currency is definitely up there for me.
Yes, sir.
For sure. Currency is one of the
ones. I
missed
all the releases.
I feel like he one of the ones that slept on, man. People don't.
He is, but he got a certain He got a cult-like following.
Yeah, he got a style that it ain't everybody ain't gonna catch it. But once you get it,
you fuck with it,
and realize what he doing with it, like, okay, that shit dope. Shout out to Currency, man. Jet Life. Kevin Gates. I know there's a lot of Kevin Gates fans out there.
Hey, you heard about what he said in the song?
What he say?
Supposedly he say, I'm gonna misquote the shit out of it, but something to the effect of he don't want to beef with Rennie Rucci. We got children, and people have been taking it as saying he was trying to imply that he's her child's father. I think he was trying to say that we're both adult, like we're both parents. We don't need to beef. But I could be misinterpreting it. That's how I took it.
Word.
I know it's a little side note. But.
Yeah, I seen some people.
Yeah, because I can say, me and you got children. Clearly, we don't have children together. That's saying, I would be saying, you're a father, I'm a father. You're a parent, I'm a parent. I think that's what he meant, like we too grown to be arguing because we both parents.
Yeah.
But I might be wrong. Maybe I'm just looking on the positive side.
Who knows? Yeah. Who knows what he meant by that? I'm not the biggest Kevin Gates guy.
You don't fuck with Gates?
Not really.
I like
my
Gates.
brother. I know a lot of people that do rock with him. I ain't the biggest Kevin Gates fan. I never really been a fan of niggas just randomly name dropping.
No, I don't like that shit.
In music.
I don't like when Game do that shit. He
just like you make a headline because he mentions Drake does it, Game does it. It's a lot of niggas that's known for doing that shit.
But Drake do it more as strippers.
he definitely
Hey, shout out to the strippers in the world.
You feel me? Shout out to the single moms in the strippers.
Putting themselves through college.
Living that life. Where I was going?
Oh, my bad. Al releases.
Oh, yeah. So, Kevin Gates dropped the I'm Him 2. Y'all go check that out. K Count. You remember K Count?
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah. I checked a little bit of it. That was cool.
K Count just dropped Built Different. Y'all check that out. BG. Hot boy.
Man, them old niggas need to let that shit
go.
He
done dropped his first project since he been home, man. All listen, all y'all niggas been screaming free BG.
Ain't gonna play that shit at all.
Y'all go support that and check that out, man. The man done put out an album called Freedom of Speech. Y'all
you gonna press play on it?
I'm not checking for. I didn't like BG back then.
Oh, I used to love BG. I had that motherfucker, all the Cash Money shit in the big CD.
But BG was probably one of my least favorites.
I like Chopper City in the Ghetto, all that shit.
Yeah, I wasn't a BG fan.
Chopper City in the Ghetto,
all that. Shout out to BG, man. Glad you out here home and thriving and trying to make up for lost time. Y'all go spend that BG, man. Support my man.
Stay awake on stage.
And that wasn't
I know that was Bird, man.
Yeah, that was Bird. Shout out to Bird. All right, and then artist named Saba. You ever heard of him?
He like a Afro beats?
Nah, he a rapper.
Saba. S-A-B-O?
S-A-B-A.
No, I don't know.
It's an artist named Saba. I think he's from the Chicago area.
No, I don't know that.
But he ain't a drill rapper name. But it's an artist named Saba. He dropped a project with No ID.
I love No ID. Yeah, super producer.
He dropped the whole project with No ID.
Okay.
Y'all go check that
out.
I
might check for that then, yeah.
I think you would enjoy that, man. I enjoyed that, yeah. I'm not super familiar with Saba. I'm gonna have to go back and check his back catalog because I like what I heard on there.
That makes sense. No ID, Chicago, Kanye West mentor. Yeah, okay.
So he that more lane to Chicago,
okay. I'm gonna follow with it,
as opposed to the Chicago that's
I don't like drill music
that we know and love.
Yeah. I ain't crazy about drill music. That shit.
All right, and then as far as singles for the mainstream, but Jack Harlow, he back popping out, dropping songs.
You got a bounce too.
He got a new song with Doja Cat. It's called Just Us. I fuck with it.
It's dope.
I feel like it's gonna climb the charts and be one of them radio ones right here before we get into the summer and shit. I feel like.
I think the culture fuck with Doja, but I don't think the fellas fuck with Doja. We like her aesthetically. I think she talented like a motherfucker.
She dope.
Yeah, I think she talented like a motherfucker.
She weird. Hell yeah. She do a lot of weird shit that got people like antsy about whether they fuck with her or not.
I fuck with Doja Cat. I like her.
She get in her rap bag.
What?
It ain't too many females that
she can
sound
rap.
dope as she gonna sound on that song.
And she do the inflections, but it don't sound like she
I'm an industry rapper right now and I need a dope verse from a woman on the song.
That's where you go to.
I can go over here and get the pussy this and niggas going blah, 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 blah. Or I can go, I'd rather get that Doja Cat verse. That's just me.
I like Doja.
I like what she do on most shit. You know what I'm saying? But
she's nice to
that song is a bop, man. Shout out to Jack Harlow, Doja Cat. Yeah, they put that shit out, got the video and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna check for that.
It's called Just Us. I told you about the off camera Wale. Wale popping back out. I think he got an album about to drop, but he just dropped a song called Blanco. Got the music video.
I love Wale, and I ain't checked for Wale since Blue Moon. That's so terrible.
Yeah, I like that song, man. Y'all go check out that new Wale.
No, I'm lying. He had a single on like NBA 2K 23 or 24 that was dope too. Good.
Word. Shout out to Wale, man.
Yes, sir.
DC chillin'. BG chillin'.
Flyer than the rest of them. Still got my Nike boots.
All right, and the last one I got on here is Wiz Khalifa and my boy Lil Tyler. Just dropped a song called Blindfold. I told you last episode we ain't on that run. Yeah. And niggas still dropping joints, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna go check for it.
Yeah, check that out, man. I might fuck around and make that the sleeper.
Okay. It's like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's dope.
My sleeper's off.
And then the indie releases, like I said, we normally do that before the mainstream because that's what we do here.
Of course.
But it wasn't a whole lot, and I'm sure I probably missed some. My fault if I did. But I saw my boy High Class ATM. He dropped a song called Bad Bitch.
Okay.
Yeah, go check that out. Marv, my boy Marv.
Marv got something?
Yeah, he dropped a new joint called Amen.
Oh, I did see that. Okay,
yeah,
for sure.
These are singles. I ain't seen nobody drop a project, but Marv dropped that Amen.
Okay.
And then it's an artist I seen that I'm not familiar with, but he's an indie artist named Jordan Lawson. And
the white dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I seen that. I don't know him though.
He dropped the song called Look Up At Me.
So he's in our area.
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. I seen a couple people reshare.
I ain't familiar with
it. Go spin that shit, baby.
I saw the clip of the song and shared it, and that shit dope. So definitely worth mentioning with the indie releases. All right, and that's the new music releases for this episode, man. So y'all go check those out. If there's anything that we missed that should have been on the list, definitely drop that in the comments.
Hey.
We'll go and spin that and probably put it on the new releases for next episode.
Yes, sir.
All right, next topic, we still currently in the culture. Still need y'all to subscribe to the tribe, man. You know what a subscribe button there. Go ahead and do that. What you waiting on?
Help us get to that monetization.
Hottest show in the world, man.
We need our pockets full, baby.
Let's be real. Hottest show in the world.
Absolutely.
Hottest show in the world. Absolutely. If we being honest. All right, man. So, 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz just recently dropped the joint album that we had talked about previously with the dude Larry June and Alchemist.
Oh, yeah.
They dropped that album. Dope? I thought it was dope. You still ain't heard it?
Nah.
I think you should spin that one, man.
Hey, MGB working, baby.
I get it. Man, hardest working man in the business. Yeah, man, I think you should spin that when you get a moment.
Okay. I might check it out at the gym tomorrow.
Okay. Cool production. I
got some energy to it for the workout?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I ain't gonna say it's workout energy. It's more laid back, vibey type of rap, you know what I mean?
Ride down the road, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely riding music. Okay. Yeah, spin that bitch in the car. Okay. But that was a recent release that's been doing well. There's, people been impressed with. And now I seen he about to drop another album with a producer named Static Selector.
I know that name.
Yeah,
he dope.
He's he been around for a while. They about to do an album. And I said that just to say, with him going on this new run and the runs that he's had, is 2 Chainz underrated? Do you feel like he get his just due? Or?
I think he's underappreciated.
Yeah, same thing.
Is it the same thing? I would say underrated is more like, do we sleep on his skill? I guess it is the same thing. I think we don't appreciate, I say underappreciated because a lot of people will say, the people who don't really listen to 2 Chainz say he ain't lyrical.
Yeah.
And he is. Even I got to admit that.
Like his standout moments, the biggest moments when you think of him and his brand.
They be them club jumps.
Yeah. He was doing what it, exactly.
To get you to pay attention.
But if you done spun his album or hear some of the B-sides, as they say.
Trap music.
Come on, man.
I
can get busy.
Dog, his catalog is pretty dope as well. Cause when I first, dog, you think about it. Was it TRU? TRU, that's the mixtape time. I'm riding. I'm getting. Man, I got to give it to 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz had a really cool run. He ain't been the number one rapper at any point particularly, but just the consistency.
I didn't say one point.
Yeah. But I'm not. He ain't going 10 times cloud.
Yeah.
But his been consistently putting out quality music.
If you ask me, I think 2 Chainz underrated, underappreciated, undervalued, however you want to call it, man. I do. I feel like as far as albums, the nigga drops quality projects.
Yeah, the projects be hit.
The projects don't be no dud shit where he had 1 or 2 songs, a bunch of fillers. It be like cool shit, cool features that we were just talking about unexpected features.
Yeah, and he carries his own. He don't get washed in no features,
man. Hey, I feel like if you're not familiar with 2 Chainz catalog, you only heard
go back and check that out.
Shit. I feel like he one of the ones that don't get the respect he deserves, man. Not just in the South, but everywhere, man.
You think not even in the South he don't get appreciated?
I don't. I feel like when niggas think about Southern rappers of the era that he was hot in, he gets overlooked. And I don't feel like, man, that nigga.
Yeah. Cause when we talk about top Atlanta rappers, unless you crazy folks on Facebook, Nobody really talks
I
about
feel
2
like
Chainz.
Chainz done did too much quality shit on his own catalog and in this feature run. Well, come on, man.
I think it's because there's so much talent in that city that has come from that city that I think that's why. Because it's like, you got to think, if you do your, whatever order, your top 10 Atlanta rappers, you got to run through Outkast individually and as a whole.
Yeah.
Hey, you might reference Dungeon Family. You're going to say T.I. You're going to say your Jeezys. You're going to say your Gucci's. You're going to say your Ludas. It's so much, it's like, where do you even put him in that? You see what I'm saying?
I put it to you like this. When he was having his run, his second run, when he did the 2 Chainz rebrand, it was 2 Chainz and Future were right here neck and neck. They were the two hottest shit out.
Yeah.
And now you see how people look at Future like they damn near argue that he should be on the Mount Rushmore and shit for his era. But they don't look at 2 Chainz like that. And he was just as hot and consistent during that run. Now Future went on later, I guess. But
I think Future's ceiling or peak lasted longer. I think that's what it is. I don't really listen to Future music. I think it's bullshit, but
people still get excited for it.
Other people do, yeah. But if you think about it,
Future has somehow made that internet persona that
he that one.
Yeah, the next generation still care about his music when other people faded. That was from that era.
I think that's what it is. That I think his supernova lasted longer than 2 Chainz did.
Right.
And I think that's where the disconnect comes from, at least for myself. Like I said, I'm not a Future fan, but I get on the grand scheme of things, that supernova of Future's run is like, because he had moments where he might have had a small dip, then he did an album with Drake.
Yeah.
Going back up. He do another album with such and such, it go back up. Right. You know what I mean? Whereas 2 Chainz kind of just did him.
Yeah.
And then I think some of the, I ain't gonna say the lack of cosign from Lil Wayne, because that's kind of what got him really out there. But if you look at it, he never really had no long-term cosigns with anybody.
That's another thing. He got 2 collaboration projects with Lil Wayne where this nigga's going toe-to-toe with a nigga that a lot of people argue you down, can't nobody fuck with.
Yeah, but the second one, was it Collie Grove?
Yeah.
The second one, did it really do numbers like that? Was it like that album? The one where it's like both of their face kind of put together? I like 2 Chainz and I ain't checked for that shit. Was it dope?
Yeah, I fought as far as just quality of rapping, whether them niggas had the amount of attention on there. Nah, it didn't have no big singles like that.
Yeah.
Them niggas, it was more so just them niggas rapping.
I was having a good time.
Yeah. I fought with it though, man. If you a fan of niggas that just was rapping and putting together dope lines and punchlines and shit, then it definitely is that type of line.
I fuck with Chainz.
It wasn't just meant to have like a bunch of songs that was gonna have hit hooks and be a hit single and shit.
But it's almost like Future got the cosign from Wayne. I mean, not Future, excuse me. 2 Chainz got the cosign from Wayne when he was no longer the supernova.
Yeah.
Future got the cosign from Drake, not the cosign, I mean the collab with Drake while both of them was in supernova.
He got the cosign really when it was Titty Boy though.
Yeah,
when he popped back out of 2 Chainz, he ain't even had no cosign. He just made himself hot again in the mixtape world.
Yeah, he started pumping up at that Piff era.
Yeah, the 2 Chainz, when he popped back out of 2 Chainz, people weren't even really sure who that was at first.
And then we started recognizing him,
And then all of a sudden, everybody wanted to do a song with the nigga.
He had a nice little feature run too, though.
Y'all tell us what y'all think, man. Do you feel like 2 Chainz is overrated, underrated? Y'all let us know, because I personally, if you ask me, the nigga's underrated, man. He really like that when he get in his rapper bag. Yeah. Name a rapper, Raekwon the Chef, whoever the fuck. Put a nigga on the song with 2 Chainz, the nigga gonna hold his own. You can be like, well, I ain't expect that from bro. I'm telling you, he is capable of making you say, I ain't expect that from bro.
He can go to the top with most people. Yeah.
I ain't saying the nigga's the GOAT.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
He is a quality rapper who's not underappreciated.
F your top 5, I just feel like.
Well, you know, Joe Budden, top 3, and he ain't 3 or 2.
Hey, some niggas might say that. I feel like you're underrated. All right. Still currently in the culture, man. Next topic. So, you done seen the Young LA challenge and shit?
With the money all on your arm and shit like that. Fuck that. Somebody need to get Young LA some help. That nigga looked like he was strung out.
Man, listen.
Don't baby took it like a ride. I said, what the fuck wrong with that nigga?
Definitely looked like he was tripping on the clip that originally went viral.
Yeah, I watched the interview and he looked
shit down went out of control viral, bro.
Where they getting this money from?
The nigga is back getting booked. The nigga is
streams going up.
The Ain't I song, they say up like 200%.
Ooh, let's get it.
Shit is all of a sudden people care about having a nigga, booking a nigga and shit again. And that says a lot about the power of social media,
Fuck yeah.
TikTok challenges and all that shit.
I mean, the song was a slap.
It's wild though how quickly the narrative go from, damn, well, that nigga look bad off, he needs some help.
He did look bad.
Now all of a sudden, the nigga rocking stages again and he don't look so bad.
Oh, he looking a little healthier?
Yeah, ever since then, he looked terrible in that clip that went
Bruh,
viral.
I felt so bad.
The nigga look like shit is up, he back.
Bruh. I watched the first 10, 15 minutes of that interview, like the actual interview. He on that couch and he look a little left field.
Yeah.
And that shit hurt my feelings. I said, God damn.
When I seen that,
I turned the shit off. I ain't watched
to
those
follow, bro, back in the day. I wasn't just like.
No,
he had a
rap,
mixtape run that I was fucking with, and he was one of the leaders of that era back then. Yeah.
And it just...
And when I saw that shit, man, I was just like, damn, I hate to see bro down.
Yeah. Did you see the thumbnail, bro? Even the thumbnail looked the same.
Yeah, looked terrible.
Hey, don't.
But then to see the shit turn around for the nigga within like a week's time, and now all of a sudden he's super lit, and my nephew and them who ain't never heard of this nigga is doing the challenges and fucking like, that's dope as hell. Like every artist dream of one day these niggas gonna care about my song again. They came out 16 years ago. Like, what's the fucking odds of that shit, bro?
He almost had like a mini versus moment.
Yeah, it's a lot of niggas who have bad album moments like that like Kodak Black and them. That'd just be a clip and niggas like, he bad off, he needs some help. But somehow, some way, that shit, that's a blessing, bro. It ain't no other way I could put it. I feel like God sent him and his team a blessing. Like,
it's like the Busta Rhymes. Now Busta Rhymes wasn't strung out, but you remember the Busta Rhymes challenge that started coming? Like you do that little drop down, the girls and they start dancing. Yeah. He didn't even know he was popping on TikTok like that. They said that pop gave a little boost.
Hey man, y'all let us know what y'all think about the Young LA challenge and how a challenge like that can turn somebody's situation around overnight. I think that's dope. I think that's one of the beautiful parts of today's technology and how this shit work. Now, we usually talk about the complaints and the gripes and how shit has fucked and just messed up.
Y'all do the Tribe Challenge. Go subscribe.
Yeah, please do. ASAP. Subscribe to the Tribe. But I think that's dope, man. Salute to Young LA. I seen they booked them in Greenville.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Is it coming soon?
Yeah, I'm thinking like May.
I wouldn't mind going.
Don't quote me on the date, but
I wouldn't mind going.
Getting booked all over.
I ain't paying no $50, but I pay
booked them in Greenville, man.
Hey.
Shout out to Young LA. Don't I be with Jay, man.
Serving everybody.
Hey. That's who my shit, dog. Shout out to Young LA. All right, what we got next? Zaytoven. Right.
Okay, super producer.
Yeah, super producer Zaytoven.
Who?
Zaytoven, I seen he introduces Atlanta Trap Choir. And it,
what?
To me, it kind of looks similar to what Kanye was doing with the Sunday Service Choir a few years ago.
Nah, I like the choir shit that Kanye was doing with like Jesus Walks. I don't know about the Sunday Service shit. Everything.
The Sunday Service.
No, I know what it is. I just wasn't.
He was getting like doing gospel renditions of some of his biggest songs with a choir. Yeah. It wouldn't. I mean, some of that shit turned out to be kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't the biggest Kanye person, but some of that shit that I've heard after the fact, I wasn't checking for it when it came out, but I heard a song or whatever as the years went by. I was like, oh, that shit was kind of dope how they did it.
Cause they
got one with the SWV Rain Down.
Oh, that's probably fire.
Yeah, so he was doing doing gospel flips and shit like that. I didn't know that at first.
Yeah,
I thought the nigga was just doing fake gospel music.
Yeah, selling
dancing
fake
around on
religion and shit.
Yeah, he was doing that shit on the piano.
He know good and damn well he can't play no piano.
Nah. Anyway, so I thought that was interesting. I seen he was working with the choir and then Zaytoven, he already go crazy on the keys.
Stupid, yeah.
So Zaytoven is a maestro of a choir that he calling the Atlanta Trap Choir. And I guess they're gonna be doing gospel songs over Zaytoven like production, man. And
I ain't mad at that.
I'll check that out.
Yeah, it's like Kirk Franklin Stomp. You know what I mean? Not, it ain't trap, but it was very hip hop.
I think that's a dope idea, man. Shout out to Zay.
Okay.
I would definitely check that out.
GP, oh, you with me?
Oh yeah.
Hey, that shit was slapping though.
Hey man, can't nobody put together better gospel song than Kirk Franklin to this day. I swear.
I'm telling you,
it ain't nobody you can name, bro, that can put together a better gospel song than my boy Kirk Franklin.
Because I need son in another brand.
Boy, that's a hilarious golden internet moment. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, man. I
would tell you something, motherfucker.
Hey, that's your son.
They started doing all the fucking the damn parody shit.
What?
Where they started sounding like at the beginning of the stomp.
What?
For those of you that think gospel music.
He was on his ass,
boy.
boy.
Funny as hell, bro.
Hey, I can cuss my son out and still be a preacher.
That shit was funny. Hey, nigga had a human moment, man.
Yeah.
Man was being wild, disrespectful, bro.
What?
Like, hey, what would you do if your son was at home crying all alone? No. Hey, what would you do? Nah, all right, so yeah, man, y'all here for the Atlanta Trap Choir?
Hey, I'm here for
idea.
it. I'm here
like,
for it.
hey, man, nobody checking for that. I'm checking for it.
Yeah, I will fuck with it.
I'm fucking with that.
Man, maybe he leave some open verses, man, and do a goddamn mixtape. That'd be fine.
Let me see, was it the clip on here? Before we get out there, I think it might have been the clip.
Man, he be so organized with these topics. I just be talking off the top of my head. Okay, I need to hear it recorded. Okay. Yeah, I fuck with it.
I'll check that out, man. Shout out to Zaytoven. Shout out to God, bro.
Shout out to God.
Shout out to God,
Hey,
man.
G-O-D, baby.
So, all right, man. Next topic. 50 Cent and Rick Ross still going back and forth with their Instagram.
They say this is a big rich
pettiness.
guy.
Like, that shit ain't never gonna be over, bro.
Hell no.
These niggas gonna be taking shots at each other till they 70 years old and beyond. But at this point, I'm convinced. But I thought this was interesting though. In their recent round of back and forths, 50 Cent was trolling the nigga and pointing out that Rick Ross is listed as one of the opening acts on Bow Wow's Millennium Tour. What's your thoughts on Rick Ross opening for Bow Wow at this point in their careers? That sound wild when you think about it from their perspective. Like, you can't say it don't. I don't give a damn if you the biggest Ross fan. When you think about this nigga Ross' name being on the flyer in little letters at the bottom.
I doubt it's little.
Bow Wow and Omarion is the headliner.
But they were the headliners for the original Millennium Tour.
But still, nigga, if you...
We gotta see it. Have you seen the flyer?
Yeah.
Is it really
This
little?
is a real thing. Yeah. He is not one of the headliners and he is part of this tour. And the other people are on here, Ray J. Pleasure
Ray
P.
need to hang that shit up.
Pleasure P.
By himself?
Yeah.
Marcus Cooper?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I ain't mad at that.
Like, I'm saying, but it's these acts that were popping during that time, but lesser known than Bow Wow and Omarion. I don't think Rick Ross' name should be in that mix, but the fact if
don't even go with
bookings
the
have slowed
lineup.
down for him to the point where he got to accept the opening act for Bow Wow, I mean,
I ain't gonna tell you a lie. We can laugh and talk shit on the internet, but it's just the check clear.
hey man,
I know everything ain't about money, but
I ain't saying I wouldn't do it, but Rick Ross, I guess it's the way he pop it so much, man. It
the way he talk, yeah.
It definitely give his enemies some ammo. Like, this nigga opening up for Bow Wow. What the fuck?
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. If 50 went on a tour, do you think
he wouldn't open up for Bow Wow?
No, what I was gonna say, do you think it would be as popping as the Millennium Tour is?
He just had a successful tour.
Did he?
Yeah, he did a America run and an overseas run.
Oh, I stand corrected.
Yeah, like I think it was called The Last Lap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I stand corrected. Let me shut the fuck up.
It's been like the last 3 years. Hell yeah.
Oh, that's the one he was on stage and he wasn't really doing. I thought he had a resident. No, he had no. Yeah, he did have a
one
resident
for a minute too.
Okay, I'm tripping.
That's what we
My bad,
recently was
y'all.
talking about. They've been saying
he did have residency.
the residency they've been saying is the worst.
Yeah, but he ain't no dancing ass nigga.
But yeah, he had a successful tour.
Oh.
In recent years.
That do look bad. Now that
Because he's the headline on his own tour.
Exactly. I
He got booked up in America and overseas, and this nigga like, okay, I can't headline no tour. We jump over here with Bow Wow and the R&B niggas.
Yeah, my apologies. I stand corrected.
It look
that
wild.
ain't sexy. Yeah, that ain't
I
sexy.
can see why niggas that don't like him will run with that narrative and be like, look at this nigga.
Yeah, I be on your ass. Be on your girl's tour.
Yeah. Because Rick Ross, the way he moved, he the type of nigga that would laugh at another nigga.
He definitely would. Yeah, he'll put that in the goddamn skit on the album.
Man, this nigga do a million clips on his story talking about that shit in slow motion and shit.
With that album.
What's y'all thoughts, man? Hey. Is that a wild look for Rick Ross to be the opening act on the Bow Wow Millennium Tour? Should he have just waited and did, because they do tours where they get all the trap niggas that was popping.
They ain't even the same lane of music.
Yeah. They do them tours and he done been a part of them. Ain't nobody mad at that. But the nigga wanted to go on the Millennium Tour as an opening act. It look crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. That shit look crazy.
Bow Wow's underappreciated as well, but that's a talk.
He is. He is. We can discuss that further later, but I agree with that. I feel like just because he done got lame over the years, people started to look at him differently, but that don't diminish what he did.
He had a run.
Yeah, that don't diminish.
We cracked jokes on it because he ain't getting no taller, but
and he moved weird as hell. Like doing the fake jets and this and that. I mean, the rented jets.
Yeah, he got a corny-ass personality. That's the problem.
He does. He one of the niggas that was so cool as a kid, and as we watched him grow into an adult,
it's like he never grew up.
It became corny at certain points. It's like, damn, bro, watching you grow up, we realized that you
was a whack-ass nigga.
Your coolness peaked at like 13 years old, bro. Like,
Lil Bow Wow.
Sometimes it be like that.
He's still Harlem shaking
You
today.
never want your level of coolness to peak in your teenage years and just be a fucking square for the rest of your life after that. Hey,
that's how that shit
Some niggas was cool as hell in 7th grade, but and then now you see them niggas and nigga look goofy as hell in the grocery store like
I'm cooler than Bow Wow. I just ain't got the money. You know what I mean? But that nigga's corny.
Hey, man.
He still had a run, though. He's still a legend.
He did. Shout out to Bow Wow, man. Shout out to Rick Ross. Shout out to 50.
Yeah, that ain't a good look for Ross, though, man.
Yeah, my final thoughts on that, I don't think the 50 Cent versus Ross shit is never going to end. I think they're going to be going back and forth forever.
Yeah, they're going to talk that shit.
And if I'm Rick Ross, I probably would have passed on that one. And maybe I would have popped out when they came to Miami or some shit.
Oh, like a guest appearance.
Yeah, but I ain't finna be the little fight on the flyer.
Little big homie.
No, man.
No, the big little homie.
That's wild. That's wild, bro. All right, next topic. Subscribe to the tribe, man. What you waiting on? Next topic,
what you got?
Just Hilarious thing, man.
Oh, fuck.
So if y'all missed it, Just Hilarious, she on the Breakfast Club now.
Yeah.
And she had went live recently on Instagram and was like airing out her grievances with the Breakfast Club. And
yes, sir.
The people up there.
I'm gonna run a glass of water. Keep going.
All right, yeah.
Be right back, y'all.
So she was airing out her grievances about the whole how things have been since she returned from being out on maternity leave.
Yes, sir.
And she returned, and now they got her replacement that's been there. And I guess she was under the impression that the replacement was going to be leaving when she got back. The replacement's still there.
Okay.
So it's done caused a little awkwardness because now people in the comments like acknowledging that the replacement is low-key better at this job than Jess is.
I hate to be off camera and talk about it, but I was a little parched. I'm taking a break from alcohol for a little bit, everybody. I ain't mad at her for being in her feelings because we're human. And I know she probably felt weird, because it did look weird.
Yeah.
Aesthetically, it did look kind of wild.
They could have gone about it in a smoother way.
Yeah, they didn't handle it the right way either.
It's been mishandled.
Yeah, but I didn't like her blasting that shit all over.
That was unprofessional.
As a motherfucker. Yeah, like, nigga, you ain't in the streets. We're not talking about, we're talking about a job. This is a...
That was unprofessional.
Whatever, 6 to 12, whatever.
To be fair.
Yes, sir.
To be fair. She is not that far removed from having a baby, which I think is her first child.
That's her second child.
Women do go through.
Okay. My first, she took them naked pictures with her little boy, and everybody gave a shit for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Second child. Yeah. Either way, women go through things during their pregnancy that have their hormones and shit out of whack for a certain period of time, postpartum. It could be some shit like that. You kind of got to give her grace because we ain't that far removed from her just returning.
I would give her that grace if she didn't act in the same manner when she first got. Remember, she announced that she was the new host and all this other before the Breakfast Club did.
Yeah, she jumped.
She grew up in the social. I don't think she's close to my age. I'm 40, so I think she might be 30.
I'm not sure.
She's of the social media era, so she kind of moves like that. When social media get to fucking with her, she gonna fuck with them back. I'm the new host of the Breakfast Club, co-host of the Breakfast Club. Like,
That was a big look, though, man.
Of course, but if they had... Nigga, you don't announce you got no job until you get your offer.
I wouldn't have done it, but some people get so damn excited. I'm sure you take pictures of people and they be so damn excited they want to post the shit before it's edited or anything.
Absolutely, but then it ain't a job.
Nah, but I'm just saying, sometimes when people ain't used to...
I have people post shit that's not it, I be like, God damn it.
Yeah, people be so damn excited, but they damn near drop their phone about to post that shit.
I agree, but because she did
the same type of thing.
I don't give her no grace.
She only been an Instagram comedian really up to this point that just started getting booked as a stand-up comedian. And now all of a sudden, I've got a prominent role in like the biggest morning show so I can kind of understand.
Them announce that though. Or at least
I ain't saying I agree with it, but I understand though. It's just a big look for a girl from the hood that just been telling jokes on Instagram. Now all of a sudden I'm the new Angela Yee.
I mean, it's definitely a big ass look.
It was
I'm
major.
not knocking that.
It was major.
But I guess because you fooled me once, shame on you. Fooled me twice,
As
shame
far
on
as
me.
the live shit, man, you gotta have some restraint. You can't let yourself
And then DJ
crash
Emmy
out like
said
that
it.
based on internet
Yeah,
comments.
he said, we talked about this already.
And that's what it ultimately boils
Yeah,
down
so why
to.
you bringing it up again? Because you walked in here and you seen that, I ain't gonna call her a bitch, you seen that young lady sitting over there next to you, you start feeling away. And it's okay to feel away. You're supposed to let this, it's like when Shannon Sharp and Skip got into it. Shannon didn't flip the desk. I'm not saying that Jessica Hilarious flipped the desk over.
Yeah.
But I think that was handled, because really Shannon Sharp could have broke Skip in half.
Yo.
Instead, he like, you gonna disrespect me on national TV like I'm some kind of bum.
And he took his glasses off.
Put your glasses back on. But he really could. But we done seen Shannon really go off. He didn't go ham like he really wanted to. And Jess, in her own way, kind of was out of pocket to me.
Yeah.
I would have probably fired her ass or she would have been suspended.
But for her to go in the way she did, I see why Angela Yee yelled at her, man.
Thank you. Why you being out of pocket?
She been all like extra shots thrown, and for her to show up for work the next day, like, I mean, I got a job to do. I'm still here.
But I think iHeartRadio like that type of shit. Because all the drama they don't have on Breakfast Club.
That's the first time they hit 1 million views in a long time.
See? Because they kind of been...
awkwardness of the confrontation after
Yeah,
that.
you got to think, the Birdman situation, like, if I'm iHeartRadio, they like, I love how these niggas act. It get us all the views, all the ratings.
Is it far-fetched to think that there was possibly
staged?
Something thrown? Yeah, something might have been thrown in the air prior to her going live and like, hey, look, I know shit been awkward since you been back. Let's play into that. Go home. Go
I can
live.
see that too, yeah.
Go home and go live, talk a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna be excited to watch the show tomorrow. Yeah. Everybody wins.
Yeah, I think some of that I don't know if this particular circumstance.
I got to question everything in 2025.
Because, dog, all the wild shit they don't have, nigga, I ain't gonna say I would quit because that is the lucrative job in radio.
Yeah.
But they don't have some wild shit happen on there, like some wild, unprofessional shit happen on there. And if I'm the CEO, maybe not the CEO, if I'm the big wigs for iHeart, either I love that shit because we getting all the goddamn ratings, or I'd be like, okay, we need to calm some of this shit down.
With that being said, though, if it ain't a stage thing,
I hope it's not.
You got to be more professional and have some restraint in that if you're just hilarious. But if I have an agreement with y'all, the people that I signed up to work with, or work for, however you want to word it, and, you know, I'm going out for this long, she going to be in this role, they're going to be in this role. When I come back, it's going to be back to the three of us. That was our original agreement. And I come back, and now y'all acting like y'all done changed the plan and everybody else know about it, but ain't nobody gonna tell me. I can understand they rubbing you the wrong way. That would fuck with me. I know my personality. I'm like, damn, what we doing?
That would bother me.
Yeah, so I mean, I ain't gonna sit here and act like she out of bounds for feeling.
No, her feelings ain't wrong. The way she handled it is what I believe is wrong.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
I would have, like, I don't know if it stayed because that's a hell of a point. I didn't even think about that until you said it. If it wasn't staged and that was really how she felt.
Bigger numbers than they done had in a long time.
Because, I mean, the interviews kind of, respectfully to them, the interviews are kind of dry these days.
Yeah.
We ain't had no big Birdman moment. We ain't had no, like we said earlier, Beanie Siegel, you ain't cut from that cloth. Yeah. We haven't really had that. I mean, we ain't had no Drake.
And when you can't create that type of awkwardness to watch where it's like, you can't look away.
Yeah.
That's what it became. Like.
We didn't watch it because it was a hell of a moment. Yeah. Like you said, it was awkward.
I don't know. I thought that was interesting the way they went about that. Do y'all think it was staged? Do y'all think it was real? Do y'all think Jess was out of bounds? I'm interested to know what the people think about that.
Would you want your employees acting like that at your job?
Hey man, don't crash out. And ultimately, don't let no internet comments force you to crash out and make you second guess who you is, man. You him. You her. You feel me? Don't forget that. All right. I was gonna do the movie review for that joint, but I ain't finished watching it, so we're gonna
for sure.
We're gonna go ahead to the sports segment and wrap it up, man. Sports segment, man.
Yes, sir.
For the members of the tribe that keep up with the sports world.
Hey.
Been more moves.
We need some football.
Been more moves since last episode. Speaking of football in the NFL, it's worth mentioning. I saw the Patriots sign Stephon Diggs.
I ain't see that.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that? I think he signed with them for like 3 years.
Y'all let him go? No, I'm tripping. I'm talking about his brother. Shit.
Not yet. That's Trayvon.
Yeah, I'm tripping. My fault.
He was with the Texans for 1 year.
Yeah.
And didn't last the whole year. He ended up tearing his ACL.
I hope he's not done with. I hope his prime isn't over
If I'm him, I'm disappointed that I couldn't
really rock out with CJ. Yeah, Stroud.
That didn't go as planned, and they don't want him back.
Who's the Patriots quarterback now? Mac Jones is gone.
Who is their quarterback? That's a good.
Where the fuck Mac Jones go again?
I don't know where Mac Jones is.
Oh, he went to San Francisco. Yeah, Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones. If I'm not mistaken, I think he went to San Francisco.
Who is Patriots quarterback? Drake May. Drake May, Joe Milton, Joshua Dobbs. Is they 3 quarterbacks?
I know 2 of those names. All them niggas is trash.
Yeah. So
that's
where he going.
He ain't finna get on numbers.
If he does, but he definitely is like that because
he ain't motherfucker
going into a favorable situation. Like the Patriots been terrible ever since Brady left.
Yeah, but he ain't no D-Hop type of nigga where I'm gonna get 1,500 yards no matter who the fuck throwing me the ball.
Patriots should have a high draft pick, man.
I would think so. And they usually stack up their draft pick, but Belichick gone, so I don't know.
Yeah, he down. North Carolina with his young ass girlfriend chilling.
Boy, got that bitch CC'd on everything he do. I think he losing his memory.
We'll see what happens with that, man.
No, I don't like that. I'd be mad as fuck.
Good luck to you, Stephon Diggs, but I would definitely be disappointed.
Yeah, that's not a good landing spot.
At least somebody wanted you and signed you to a deal, though. I mean, some people just suddenly they have an injury and people ain't nobody checking for them.
Yeah,
it's good that somebody still feel like he got enough left in the tank to give him a 3-year deal, even if
he got 3. Okay, I think the Buffalo experiment with Josh Allen, I think that put a little light stain on him.
He wanted to be removed from that situation so bad, and looking back, he should have stayed there.
He should have stayed there because they still went to the AFC Championship without him.
Nah, and back then, not hindsight.
I'm talking about last year.
Yeah, but if you go back to back then when he was on the team and he was down, like Josh Allen was fucking up with the turnovers and shit, I can understand why he got frustrated. Yeah.
But it ain't your emotions ain't wrong. How you handle it is wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That boy dropping jewels on y'all. All right, so Stephon Diggs, the Patriots, who else? The Giants.
Russell Wilson.
The Giants, first they signed Jameis Winston, so I'm thinking that's who they plan on rolling.
They gonna eat a W.
They gonna eat a damn W. I'm thinking,
I love Jameis.
Is that who they plan on going? Yeah, he is, but that man got charisma.
I love it, man.
New York media is gonna love this nigga, bro.
Yeah.
Even as a backup.
That nigga gonna be losing it and getting off.
Man, that dude, he one of a kind for real, personality-wise.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jameis, man. But I saw that first. They signed him, so I'm thinking, okay, that's who they plan on rolling with as a starter.
I mean, he gotta be better than
Then they signed Russ.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, first of all, if you the Steelers, would you have let Russ go?
I wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have.
Yeah, because they picked up. But see, I think they was trying to get Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers need to go the fuck home. So
I don't think nobody interested in Aaron Rodgers.
Fuck no. Pittsburgh. Somebody they talked about on and they were saying something about they asked one of the Steelers, either one of their legends or a current player was like, how are you gonna sell yourself to Aaron Rodgers? He was like, man, we don't do that around here. Shit, either you want to play with a team or you don't. It's the Steelers, dog. We're not talking about the Jaguars.
Everybody is over Aaron Rodgers at this point.
Yeah, anybody.
Nigga just done rubbed everybody the wrong way with his arrogance. With
he need to take his ball and go home. I would have kept Russell Wilson.
Go to his cave.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Ayahuasca.
Wherever the fuck.
Yeah. If I'm the Steelers, I would have kept Russell Wilson because if nothing else, he at least would have kept you. You ain't win no championship.
Yeah.
But keep your vibe.
I ain't saying he went out there and just went crazy, but he won a few games and he had some numbers.
Because you got to think you got Joe Burrow and Lamar in your division, so you got to do something. You can't just sit around, well, we're going to go 9-8.
Russ and Fields.
And get both of them away. And they traded for both of them.
No longer on the roster. I feel like that's like, what is y'all doing?
Because Fields at the Jets, ain't he?
Yeah, and I like that move.
I do too. I
feel like he gonna be able to thrive over there. Yeah. That's finally a situation where they got some young, athletic pieces on the roster. They do this line They need some pieces, but they got some pieces.
Yeah, they got that young receiver who kind of had a down year because of Aaron Rodgers.
Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, I think he gonna have a resurgence back up.
They got some pieces, man.
He gonna be running like a motherfucker.
He used to. That's what he want to do. That's what he want to do.
Yeah, I don't like that shit. I was talking to somebody on Facebook about that shit. They was like, somebody was about the Giants reinstated their DEI. So they still won't draft no black quarterback, though.
Yeah, man. And if I'm the Giants, I don't know why I'm choosing not to draft a quarterback. Instead,
I don't know what number draft they got.
It's got to be high because the Giants was terrible. You know what I'm saying? It got to be somewhat high. They could probably trade up if they wanted to, but they instead choosing to go with the veteran quarterbacks.
Well, they ain't drafted Shador, so because he black.
I wonder who is gonna draft Shador.
I do too. I'm ready for that shit. When the draft? In a couple weeks, ain't it?
It's coming up. All right, and besides that, we were just talking about Rodgers. Rodgers met with the Vikings first. They passed.
They like, nah, we good. I heard about that shit.
Passed. Like, keep having meetings with teams, and they like, I don't think it's worth it.
Man, ain't no ass kissing going on this year.
Bro, they just seeing how this nigga's going to team, and like...
The Jets flew to him. He was getting flowed out, as they say. Flew out. Nigga, ain't nobody flying Aaron Rodgers out no more.
I ain't mad at nobody for not being interested in the Aaron Rodgers sweepstakes at this point, because it's just like, bro, you ain't what you used to be. You gonna come with a lot of baggage. Got to deal with a bunch of shit. You ain't willing to show up to this and that. Like,
so sit your ass down then. Don't show up and stay home.
That's a bad example to the younger players and shit. Like, oh, if he ain't showing up, fuck it, I ain't doing it.
Right,
y'all gonna treat him special. This, that. Like,
I mean,
you don't think about that. So now that creates just an issue with in the locker room. Yeah,
'cause I ain't trying to hit
ain't nobody, especially coaches like Tomlin and them. They don't want
And he ain't playing like MVP Rodgers.
Yeah.
If you balling and you acting a fool.
Hey,
the
they'll tolerate you for as long as they can.
Till they can replace you.
They'll tolerate you until they can replace you.
But it is true though.
For real though.
Yeah, I deal with the bullshit if you balling the fuck out. You taking us to the NFC Championship, nigga. We ain't making the playoffs. I ain't trying to hit that shit.
Hey man, in the words of the great Kendrick Lamar, Aaron Rodgers, sit down, be humble.
Yeah,
sit down.
Yeah, he might have to get picked up. He talking about I want to wait to get picked up by a team after the draft. Bitch, after the draft, ain't nobody studying you.
Just go get jokes. Go be a recurring guest on the Pat McAfee show. And just, keep growing your hair out or whatever the hell.
Nigga, could you see him as a backup?
I could see him doing what Tom Brady doing right now.
Oh, commentator?
Yeah.
I don't like his perspective, but I can see what you're saying.
I ain't never just heard his perspective on the game during the live broadcast.
I watched his documentary on Netflix.
Yeah, but like I say, I ain't never just heard him during the live broadcast giving his live feedback in the moment.
I just don't like his opinions on that were displayed on the Netflix.
I ain't saying he would be good at it, but I wouldn't surprise me.
Oh, they give him a fat ass check.
Yeah, but just
they give him a check, man.
They know he already liked being on podcasts and this and that, so it seems like a thing that's probably naturally gonna happen.
Yeah,
whether he good at it or not remains to be seen.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see which team decides that fucking we ain't got nobody else. We're gonna roll the dice on Rodgers, because it just seems like most teams that got options is like, we good on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna see. I don't think he gonna fuck around and be out the league or riding somebody's bench. Being a pretend mentor.
And then the last move I seen on there worth mentioning that happened since last episode is the Bengals. They decided to re-sign Chase and Higgins both to 4-year contracts. At first, they was trying to...
I thought they gave Higgins a bullshit contract.
No, they was trying to do the franchise tag, but
I remember
they worked out a deal.
But I think he only making like 10 or 15 million.
Nah, it's a good deal for both of them, yeah. It's a good deal for both of them.
How they pull that off?
I don't know, but...
I know Chase is the highest paid wide receiver right now.
Chase got like 186 million, and I think
he right around like 30.
110 million, I think.
Damn.
Yeah.
They ain't been able to put no defense around that shit, though.
They paying a lot of their money going to receivers.
3 players.
For sure.
Quarterback,
I don't know what they paying Burrow.
I think he's getting, if I'm not mistaken, it's like 50, 60 million.
They only gonna be able to pay all them niggas for so long.
Fuck no, the cap going up, but not that much.
That's what happens in the NFL. Like, you can do that shit for so long and try to make it run, but eventually niggas want to get paid, and that cap gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, but they say you can kind of front load. It's either front loaded or back loaded as a bonus.
But you have to pay some fines or taxes or some shit on
some shit like that. They
luxury tax.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know exactly how it works, but it's something like they front loaded or back loaded. No, they front loaded as a bonus, and then your base salary be like $5 million.
Yeah.
And then like the last year or two ain't really much of a guarantee. Some shit like that. I forgot exactly how to do it.
Well, as far as the Cowboys, unfortunately, I'm still a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, we know.
They ain't did nothing worth mentioning, so, I mean, we just gonna move on.
On to the next topic.
NBA, it ain't much going on in the NBA. OKC and Cleveland still got the 2 best records, still the 2 hottest teams.
Still nobody cares.
It's almost playoff time, so we'll see how long nobody cares.
No, we got a bet.
Yeah, we made that.
We bet that Cleveland won't get to the Eastern Conference Finals or to the final?
To the Eastern Conference Finals, yeah. We made that bet.
I think I'm going to lose that bet. That's okay.
Y'all just still keeping up. I mean, they still rolling. Yeah. Lakers, unfortunately.
Y'all just recently lost, didn't it? LeBron just came back.
Nigga, they just lost 3 in a row. Lost 7 out of the last 10.
From what I saw, y'all in 4th place, right?
Yeah, they sliding in the standings.
But they only like 2 games out of
back.
2nd. Some
Yeah,
shit
it still ain't over. They still ain't blew it completely, but
they got to work to do.
7 out of 10, bro. What the fuck?
Everybody know I don't watch basketball like religiously to the playoffs.
Yeah,
and then
lost 7 out of. You're supposed to be trying to gain momentum going into the playoffs, and to lose 7 out of the last 10 to some teams that ain't even like they should beat them, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
Teams. Oh, I heard that. I heard they
just lost to the Magic. Yeah. Come on, man. Not to say Magic got a young team with some emerging stars, but LeBron and Luka was in that game.
Oh, nah, you ain't supposed to lose the Magic with you got both of them niggas.
What I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what's happening over there. Defense is still hit or miss.
They ain't got no big man. Not a real big man.
Yeah.
It ain't got to be Shaq in his prime, but can I get
playing defense by committee right now. Yeah.
I need to grab even a JaVale, just a big human being.
Wow, I would love to have a JaVale McGee type of player right now.
You ain't got to get 50 points. Give me 12 rebounds and 2 points. Yeah. And just be in the way.
Coach J.J. Redick and then his staff going to have to get creative and try to figure out how to combat those bots.
Stupid as hell.
But yeah, Lakers, I hope they get it together, man, because that shit been disheartening to see. Like, damn, but we started having a run. Then it was like, oh shit, this shit gonna be crazy now. Once they, and then it's like, whoa, what we got?
They get better than that. Y'all will be in the Western Conference Finals minimum.
Hopefully. And
just don't play Denver in the first round.
We're gonna wrap it up with women's basketball.
Oh, Juju.
Yeah, the Juju.
That hurt my feelings right now.
Juju tore ACL. She was on pace to break the records of Caitlyn and whoever else.
She liked that.
She been going crazy. Like, it's just a recent game. She had like 38 points, like down almost 10 assists, fucking steals, blocks, all types. Like, filled the stat sheet, going crazy against. Was it the number 1 team? It was against one of the top 10. It wasn't a bullshit opponent.
I hate that.
She was on pace to break all type of records, man. And it's like,
can she come out this coming year? Or she can't come out. She got one more.
She still
You gotta be 22 to go to the WNBA, right? Mm-hmm. That's some bullshit.
So yeah, man, it's unfortunate to watch her run be slowed down by that type of injury. I think that that was just like the first round of the tournament.
That was the first round? Oh, because it's staggered with the men. Yeah.
Because this was finna be her turn. You know,
but she finna go off.
Just like Angel Reese and Caitlyn, they made their name in the tournament.
Yeah.
So for her to be cut short, unfortunately, with that, man, that's damn, I hate to see that. But hopefully she have a full, speedy recovery and come out there giving them hell next year. But yeah, that's gonna have her out for some time.
You seen her risen with my boy Jay Daniels and his mama came and cop block on him?
Yeah, I seen that.
She said, man, what the fuck you doing talking about something?
Like, damn, why she do that? That man grown as hell.
Yeah.
And it ain't like this to some groupie. She finna be rich too.
Yeah.
What we doing?
Ma, I was like, Ma.
Yeah,
I would hit her with that. Ma.
She was doing a little bit too much.
Yeah.
That's like that. What was that? That movie, The Cookout. Remember that movie, The Cookout, with the dude, the basketball player dude, Queen Latifah and them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had the mom on there that was trying to get in between him and his old man.
Bro, I would have got up and had my mama sit on the left side.
Yeah, that was wild.
Oh, you can sit right here, Mom.
That was wild. I saw that clip. And then,
that shit
like,
look crazy.
A couple days after that clip went viral, she ended up getting it.
See, she put the voodoo on her.
That was wild.
Leave my son alone, bitch.
Wild sequence of events. And aside from that, the WNBA players are considering a strike over pay disparities.
They need to let that bullshit go. The women's NBA is not profitable and has never been profitable.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they're not worthy of being paid. But if I don't make money, I can only pay you so much. I'm taking an L giving you money as it is. So if I have a pot of negative $10 and you want me to pay you $20, I gotta not only keep losing this $10, I gotta lose an additional $10 to give you $20.
Nah, I definitely feel what you're saying.
And I think that they're not wrapping their mind. I know that the internet be talking shit and look at the quality of the game. No, them young ladies can play. They're not scrubs.
Yeah.
But I can't pay you, I can't pour into your cup from an empty cup.
And that's understandable to me.
Speaking of empty cups, I need some more water, but we're almost done, so I ain't gonna get long.
We gotta wrap it up. Wrap it up then. Nah, I definitely understand exactly everything you just explained. I get that whole side, that makes sense. But I also understand that the players see their counterparts making all this life-changing money. I can understand they gripes. I can understand they thinking, I know we can't do much about it, but maybe if I try this, I don't think it's going to work for them the way they play.
No.
But I can't tell them that they wrong for being upset and trying to do whatever they feel like they got the leverage to try to do.
Yeah, I ain't knocking their mindset. We want to get paid more. But I mean,
I ain't gonna say they need to let that shit go, but I also am acknowledging what you said. It's a long shot for them to think.
Yeah, because it ain't making money.
Yeah, they
you
don't have
think.
the money to pay you what they paying Jason Tatum.
Yeah, LeBron them is making the money because their league generates that kind of
more
money.
People involved.
It's billions of dollars.
Right.
The WNBA, if not, I think the majority, if not all of the teams are supported by their male counterpart. Like the Lakers financially support the Sparks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit like I think it's I think the Vegas Aces is owned by, is it the Spurs?
So let me ask you this:
yes,
if we had more Joanna Man type players, would it?
I know what you want to mean. That nigga said, does that make me gay?
It is unfortunate, man. Like I said, I understand those ladies' gripes and complaints, but I understand what you're saying that the league don't generate the money for y'all to make what they make over there.
It's getting better, but you got to think, for a long time, people didn't even support the WNBA. They've had multiple teams fold. They used to be the Houston Comets won multiple championships with Swoops and damn, I'm forgetting her name.
Lisa Leslie.
No, she played for the Sparks. I used to watch it back then because that was when the women's dream team, Rebecca Lobo, Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Sue. That mother, she was the first girl to dunk in the
scored like 100 points in a high school game one time.
Nigga, and some of those original teams start folding. Like the Houston Comets I don't think they exist no more.
I hope they can find some type of way to pay those ladies more, man. I mean, I hate to see that, and I hate this what we just said before that. When they got stars like Juju that are box office,
they're gonna help
people want to watch,
and
then they end up going down.
Yeah,
that hinders what they building over there.
It's gonna get
the
there.
Excitement that they building for women's basketball, whether college level or NBA. When there's people that's like game changing players that are exciting to watch, and now all of a sudden you removing them for at least a year for recovery.
The internet gonna be loud, but it's them wallets and pocketbooks gonna open up.
What I'm saying.
Maya Moore had her own signature Jordan. Have you ever seen a nigga with them shits on?
Nah.
What's the white girl that's really dope?
We done mentioned that before. Most players, they got their own signature shoe. I don't see nobody wearing, male or female. Niggas wear Jordans, bro. Niggas don't be wearing Kawhi.
I haven't seen a lot of Ant-Man. Them motherfuckers kind of fire. I'm gonna get me some of them bitches.
Niggas don't be wearing LeBron.
Ain't nobody wearing no goddamn Kawhi. You might sprain your ankle, nigga.
I always got on LeBron. You like the only nigga I know to wear them shits faithfully.
I have LeBron, but I don't wear them that much. I wear it every now and then. They're kind of a certain outfit kind of.
I got a pair of Dame Lillards that I just randomly found. I like the colors on them.
Yeah.
But
I want some of the Ant-Mans. Them motherfuckers fire. That shit's with it got almost like the foam positive material, and then they black in the middle. They got like these iridescent colors. Them motherfuckers tough. I'm gonna get me some. But I mean, that's true. But if they ain't really wearing, I mean, the women that are in the WNBA that are making a good amount of money, they're not making it from their salary. They're making it from endorsements.
Right. That's what they got to.
But the people that's endorsing them are making a profit from that endorsement.
They ain't got no choice but to try to get an outside bag based off their celebrity because...
I can't pay you what I ain't making.
Hey, man.
That's hustling backwards.
Shout out to the ladies, man. Y'all pay the ladies.
Y'all deserve it. They just can't pay you what they're not making.
Somebody come up with a creative idea to get these ladies paid what they deserve, man.
Can't think the NBA does revenue sharing. Ain't no goddamn revenue from that.
Right. All right, man. So, shit. We at the end of the show, man.
Hey.
We wrapping up episode 29, your favorite show.
Hey, I got my artist.
Show in the world.
I just got to figure out how to pronounce her name.
How we always wrap things up over here. With the indie artist spotlight.
Yes, sir.
Sleeper song.
Yes, sir.
Indie artist. I'm gonna go with that one that I wasn't familiar with that we talked about earlier. The Jordan Lawson.
Okay.
I think he's an indie artist. That's gonna be my indie artist for episode 29. Jordan Lawson. He got a song he dropped recently called "Look Up at Me."
Hey, I've been seeing it get shared.
But my sleeper song is gonna be the Wiz Khalifa and Lil Tyler Blindfold joint. Okay. That's what we rolling with. What's your indie and your sleeper?
So I believe she's an indie artist. I found her on TikTok. She had a cool voice. She was doing covers. Then I went and checked it out. She don't have a lot of work of songs. She has more singles. I believe it's pronounced Mayelli. M as in Mayelli. And I hate to say it, it's a toxic ass song, but that bitch cold in a motherfucker. It's called X is Calling, like your ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend. That motherfucker fire. She like, fuck that, I don't want to see you happy with nobody but me. I might cause your motherfucking current relationship some frustration. I like this shit. I don't know that again. Mayelli, Mayelli. Look,
Mayelli. Shout out to
yeah, her shit. I don't think
she
she signed. She don't have a gazillion stream, but her shit dope.
Y'all go check out Mayelli.
Yeah, she pretty cool.
Check out Jordan Lawson.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, man, that wraps up episode 29. I am your favorite culture curator, Cartier Camo.
Your boy Skillet the MG.
Wait a minute. Yeah, the Skillet the MG. My fault. I ain't mean to interrupt. But before we get up out of here, Nonnegotiable is out right now.
Yes, sir.
Well, not right now, but tomorrow.
Physical copy you can order.
Yeah.
Streaming is out tomorrow.
Physical copy you can order right now. The link gonna be in the description.
Absolutely.
Goes on streaming tomorrow. Y'all run that up, man. Been a long time coming. I know my supporters have been waiting on my next solo project. Here it is, Nonnegotiable. Y'all go check out the Nonnegotiable visual that my dog did, courtesy of them good people at Sign Language Productions.
Yes,
and we just gonna keep this thing growing. And while you're doing all that, don't forget to subscribe to the tribe. With all that being said, man, see y'all for episode 30, man.
Hey.
Out of here like last year.
Hey.